What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to another night of an incredible Awakening America, the most talked about Zoom meeting and almost slash podcast of the year. Yes, where leaders build leaders and the rest will follow. My name is Omar Redemar, your Jersey boy, straight from the Garden State. We had a little bit of snow, but it's changing over here because guess what? Spring is around the corner. Easter's around the corner, and tonight we're gonna help you find those eggs with the golden prizes. All right, so welcome all the way from Utah, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Kevin Moore. What's going on?
Hey, Omar. Hey, thank you so much. I'm super excited to be with you guys tonight and talk about this opportunity because it's changed my life. It's changed the life of my kids. And honestly, it was the right time. It was the right company. It's a better time and a better company than when I got started. So it's really for everyone, Omar.
Absolutely. Great to have you here tonight. I know you have a million things to do, shovel the driveway, be with the kids, be with the family. Yet you gave us the opportunity and you're honoring us with your time. So we don't want to take that lightly. We're going to be very brief. I don't want to take much of your time tonight, but just to give people on here, probably here for the first time, who never heard part of your story, let's give a little bit of background now that we're hearing so much about recession, banks falling, and you've been to pretty much 2 recessions, but yet you're on the other side of this economy where you're not only you're thriving, but you're free. You don't work anymore. You were working. What happened? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, my background with this company goes back to 1999. I walked in on Valentine's Day. I always tell people, hey, it was the perfect day to fall in love with the company. But I went in, I was, starving college student. It was just a job. But it was a job that I knew had promise because I knew the founders of the company. They were my next door neighbors. And so I knew, hey, a good tree brings forth good fruit. I knew if they were going to be behind this company, it was going to be a good company because they were the type of people, integrity, vision, leadership, all the things I aspired to be. And I knew that they would handle their company much like they handled their community, their family. So I wanted to be a part of it. Now, fast forward, after working for them for 6.5 years, different roles, different responsibilities, but I loved everything about it, but one thing. And that one thing showed up every year. On my anniversary, every Valentine's Day, I was kind of like reminded of the fact that I was working a corporate America job. And so they basically had a deal, Omar, where they said, hey, you come in, you get an evaluation, and we'll give you 2% based on performance and 2% based on cost of living or inflation. So the biggest raise you could get was 4%, Omar. I mean, we look at inflation right now. We look at recession right now that's on our doorstep. 4% was not it. And in those 6.5 years, I was more responsibility. I got married. That's a lot of responsibility. I was having a kid, a second kid. So all of these things were happening where I was faced with the proposition that 4% was never going to be enough. And one day I just realized, hey, I'm on the wrong side of the right industry. I became my own convert because I saw a lot of people that were joining the business and they were so much further ahead because they went into business for themselves, representing the company rather than working for the company, chasing their dreams rather than helping build the dreams of others. And so I became a distributor, an affiliate for this company in 2005. Now, to your point, Omar, 2005 is when I started building my own business. What happened in 2008? It was about 3 years after I got started, everything just crashed. The housing market, jobs, the economy went downhill. And you want to know what? That was some of the very best time for this business. I know that sounds crazy, but what happens is in the right industry, and this is the right industry, it becomes what I would call recession proof. Because what happens are people, they start more than ever thinking about their health. thinking about how long they're going to be around. And more than ever, they start to be open-minded to what kind of opportunities out there. A side hustle is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity.
It's a necessity,
I've got too much month at the end of the money.
And for those here for the first time, Kev, can you because I know you mentioned company, employee, and then business, and now you're an affiliate. For those that are here for the first time, which industry is this that allowed you to cross I want to say jump ships? You didn't do that. You just skipped on the other side of the road, but you were in the right company. So let them know a little bit briefly which industry is this.
Well, let's go through kind of what I would say are the phases, right? The first phase is more than even 2008. If you look around, there's chaos, there's challenges, there's global unrest, there's wars, there's rumor of wars, there's all of this inflation. I mean, everything is going up from eggs to groceries to gasoline, right? And so there's a lot of chaos and challenges out there. There's really only a few things that you can do. You can go get another job, but there's only so many time and hours in the day. There's only so many of you, right? There's only one of you. You can't be in more than one places at one time. And there's only so many options that you have in the job field, in the workforce. Two, you can go and you can get more education to get a better job. But you know what I noticed, Omar, when I left the corporate side and I became an associate with this company, is I was at that point, I'd been promoted multiple times. I was over people in my department that were more educated than me. So you've got to, sometimes education is always great. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get further along, right? And then three, you can start traditional business. And I had friends that were doing that. And guess what? It's risk and reward. It's overhead. It's all the upfront expenses. It's hiring employees. It's getting equipment. It's the brick and mortar aspect. So this industry is network marketing. And you know what? What is network marketing at the very core? It's sharing and inviting others to learn about something you're passionate about. I'm passionate about this product. Yeah, it's exactly what we're doing today, right? And that's what I learned is I just learned that, hey, other people were building a business by sharing our products, about sharing the opportunity behind our products. That's made the difference, man. Once I realized that wasn't just for somebody else, but it was for me as well, and I could do it as well, it's made all the difference.
That's powerful. And for those on you here for tonight, you're probably saying, yeah, but what products, what is it that's going on? Listen, we share McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. I see people posting on social media all over, and that's not bad. But I'm saying, are these people paying you?
Yeah.
Most likely not. Starbucks is not going to give you a deal. Hey, if you bring a lot of customers, I'll pay you. So we're already doing it. It's just we're not getting paid to do so. So
you take a step further, Omar, you look at what are the industries that are tried and true, that are recession proof, and what are the products, right? And the health and wellness industry is over a $4 trillion industry. People want to look good. They want to feel good. And then guess what? That's in feast or famine, right? I was talking to my wife the other day. She said, even in recession, she's like, me and my friends, we're going to go get our nails done. We're going to make sure that we have our skincare. We're going to make sure that we're taking the supplements that curb the appetite and increase the energy, right? There's a reason that it's a $4 trillion industry. Those are things that last through recession.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you were in this company that's in this industry. You decided to skip over. Now, person probably here tonight for the first time might be asking, okay, but what company is it? What makes this so special? Why is this company so, has to highlight out of the rest? What makes it different?
Yeah, and that company is For Life. It's the immune system company. And I want to, if I could just share my screen, I want to go through just really quickly. I want to show just a couple of things here. I've got a PowerPoint, but I just want to show just a couple of quick things here. Can you see that screen now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to go through just a little bit about For Life in general. Why For Life? it's a 25-year history. This is a company that's debt-free. It's a legacy company. It's right here in my backyard. So I've seen it from the inside, right? The people that you see on stage at the end of this little rotating clip, that's Dave and Bianca Lisby, the same owners that have started from the very beginning with this company. And I know them on a personal and professional level. And I knew them so well and trusted them so well that after working for them for 6.5 years at a corporate office where I saw the good, the bad, and sometimes the ugly of a startup company, right? Because it's not easy to start an international business. They never, ever separated themselves from their integrity. And that's why I knew I could go all in. I knew I could put me, my life, my future, my family with this company. We manufacture our own products. It's not dependent on other companies. That's bigger than ever before because there's a manufacturing crisis globally. We have a facility right here in Utah where we manufacture our products, over 1,000 employees to support around the world. It's a global business. We're in over 70 countries, multinational. You can start, like you said, Omar, we refer things all the time, every day. You can do it with these products. Start in your backyard. You'll be overseas before you know it. That's what I did. 2005, I started with 3 people, me, myself, and I. The next 3 people, my mom, my brother, my sister, and now I have a business in over 30 different countries.
Wow.
Languages I don't even speak. I speak one language, English. That's why, they say you speak 2 languages, you're bilingual. You speak 3 languages, you're trilingual. Well, in Asia, they say you speak 1 language, you're American. I got some people that will be exceptions to that rule here, right? People that speak Spanish, people that speak English, Portuguese. That's a great thing, though, is this supports all of the different countries and all the different languages, 60 worldwide patents on our product technology. This is real science. It's patented, it's proven, it's proprietary, and it's an easy sell. We've got products that have real science and real impact. So when people experience the product and they experience the impact from it, at that point, it's just duplication. It's a compound opportunity of each one teach one. Everybody that uses it, I've had so many people use it, love it, and now you just share it.
That's awesome. That's very awesome.
It's beyond vitamins, minerals, herbs. We've got vitamins, minerals, and herbs, but we're the immune system company with transfer factor. It's just science like no other. And the thing I love about it most of our Omar, I've got a high school education. I'm living in a neighborhood with doctors and attorneys and veterinarians and all these, gentlemen and ladies that have way more education than I do. And I work from home and I spend a lot of time with my kids. And it's because I represent a product that there's all sorts of medical, clinical studies, doctors that endorse it. And it's because they endorse it because it's not just another vitamin, mineral, or, herb, which we have those with 4Life, but we're so much beyond that. So that's one of the amazing things to attach yourself to is our product, our science.
That's powerful. That's powerful. I love it because every time I see it, I get goosebumps just knowing what we have in our hands, how impactful it can be. It has been in my life and many people's lives. And every time I do, I be creating content, I read on stuff, different articles, and I see the power of the immune system being such a primary thing right now for longevity. So those of you who don't know, a lot of billionaires all over the world are investing highly in longevity, how we can live better and longer, not just live longer, but live with a quality of life. And their main focus is primarily the immune system. But I want to bring on here tonight, Kev, we have an amazing rock star guest that has a powerful testimonial with these products. So I would like to take a little minute off real quick just to bring her on stage. And this lady's been active for quite a while. She's kind of behind the scenes, but she's quiet, but she's doing what she has to do. And tonight she's going to share with us not just a powerful testimony that she's having, but how she's been able to help other people as well. So please help us welcome mompreneur and rock star, Marisa Arias. What's going on, rock star?
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Thanks for the invitation and the opportunity to share my one of my testimonies. That was my first one. So
Absolutely.
basically, I have always had an interest and a tendency and a desire to learn about natural health, alternative medicine, no, alternative options to take care of my health. And I have always been a very healthy person, but I have always had this interest in learning, with the intention also to help other people. So right now I'm in Costa Rica. I moved back to my country, but I lived in the US for 20 years. And most of the time I lived in Orlando. That's where I met our dear Jennifer and Joel. And I was introduced to this beautiful project and amazing products in 2012. Right. So I was like really impressed with all of the stories, all of the testimonies that I would hear. And 10 years earlier, I had been diagnosed with hypothyroidism, which is a slow thyroid, right? I didn't feel any symptoms. I felt okay. I had a healthy lifestyle, and I started seeing an endocrinologist, and they were insisting on me taking these pharmaceuticals, and I didn't want to take them because of the side effects, because I had seen people that I knew who had decided to go that path, and they always told them that there was no cure, that it was chronic, and eventually some of them had their thyroid removed. So I said, I'm not feeling bad. I'm not feeling sick. So I just kept going to the endocrinologist every 6 months. I did some research, and I learned that there was something that was called desiccated thyroid, which is taken from pigs, right? But I knew it was something that didn't have side effects. He refused to let me try that. I didn't know these beautiful products yet. So when I got introduced to For Life and to the products, and I heard all those testimonies, I said, okay, it's time to try this on myself. And I heard a lot of people, what they did is they increased the dosage of the right products. And they did, most of them, they said 3 months, right? So that's what I did. And I started taking this product, Metabolite, which back then had a red label, right? And a transfer factor, trifactor, right? So what I did, I said, okay, I'm going to make a budget because, you know, I had to buy 3 of each for each month. So my plan was to take it for 3 months. And after 2 months, I had to do my blood work. And I thought, well, maybe they said that it had to be 3 months. So I said, maybe it has improved, but maybe, but it's not fixed yet, right? And so I did my blood work. I go see the endocrinologist, and he tells me something that I had not heard in 10 years. And he said, everything is normal. You don't have to do anything. So I was jumping. He got scared. I was jumping up and down. I was so excited. I said, oh my God, this works. And let me tell you, I never went back. But after like 6 years, like around 2018, I did blood work because I said, oh my God, I never checked my thyroid again. Checked it again 8 years later. Everything was normal. I wasn't taking this product in particular on a regular basis. I always take my transfer factors and a lot of other products, but that one in particular, I wasn't taking on a regular basis. And everything has been normal since then. I have checked my thyroid like 3 or 4 times. Everything is perfect. So I'm very thankful. I love this company. I love this products, and I'm hoping to take them until the day I die.
Wow, that's powerful. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That's amazing. And hey, you're in Costa Rica. Like now, you guys are getting serious. Jennifer's in Florida. You're in Costa Rica. I'm over here with some ice on my hood right now. Kevin is over there with 2 feet of snow. We have to go somewhere. We got to go make a meetup over there in Costa Rica. You take us around. Be our tour, our guide tour. So thank you so much for sharing that. I know we're gonna have you on some other times. I know your time is kind of like we don't want to take much, but we'll definitely have her again. So those of you want to have her on again, light up that screen with some fire emojis. And yes, we want to have her again and sharing not just her testimony, but the opportunity as well, how it has changed your life. You're gonna get that pretty soon. Oh, and by the way, if anybody's on here kind of like against the fence, one of those products, the Trifecta, is the free product of the month. You want to know about that? Just ask the person who invited you to share more info, because you have until this weekend and you might get it in your hands. All right, so let's continue. All right, so now I know you're probably here tonight as a guest, anybody here, and or you're probably here for the second time. I see people here probably like the second time I've seen their names. And you're probably asking, all right, you told me the opportunity, or you told me the industry, you sold me the company and everything, now the product. So we're gonna ask Kevin real quick. Kev, how do we make money? It sounds all good. Like, okay, I'm about to be ready, but how do we make money? And first off, once you finish that, let me know if I have to go to the bank and get a loan.
That's right. If there's still banks left, right? I mean, my goodness, we're in this crisis, but I can tell you that this is the thing that inspired me. My story is I started from the corporate office, right? And part of what made me convert to saying, hey, is this for somebody else, or can I do this too? Is this for anybody? And I talked with leaders that had started in 1998 with For Life. Now, 2005, I had seen them change their lives, change their future, change their family's future. And I was like, well, super excited for them, but how about me? Like, can I do this too? This is not an easy industry. If it was easy, anybody would do it. But I will tell you this right now. If you have a dream, if you have a purpose, if you have a mission, it's a simple industry. You just go and you share this incredible product and opportunity with others. You invite them to learn more. And the systems are better than ever before. That's the thing, Omar. When I got started in 2005, we were still doing fax, daisy chain emails, call up this toll-free line and listen to this information about transfer factor. Now we've got so many systems. We've got an app that shares as much information as effectively as you could ever hope for. So really quickly, you can get involved 4 different ways. And I tell everybody, one of these 4 ways is going to be for you. Now, what I realized was for me is I wanted to build a business, because our compensation plan, unlike a lot of compensation plans in the network marketing industry, which are all about the executives and the founders making all the money, they keep the lion's share for the home office, and the lamb share, that little bit goes to the field, to the people that represent it and tell the story and talk to others. I realized that this company was built differently, that there's a little bit of science that has to be explained behind our product, because it's a dynamic product. It needs a little bit more dynamic explanation. So this company built it 64% to the field. So can you imagine one day, Omar, I'm up there training on the compensation plan. Things are tight at home, more and more responsibility. My wife just told me that we're welcoming our second child. And my first child, I felt like an absentee father. I was married to work. I was missing all the things that I wanted to be there for him. We wanted to have a big family. Now, number 2 is being announced to me. I feel like a failure. And so all this is happening. I'm at the corporate office talking about the compensation plan, and I'm talking about the highest payout in the industry, 64% to the field. And I'm like, well, something's not right here, because I'm on the 36% side. So I
Micro moment.
Yeah, I got to be used to the 36%, or I've got to take the leap of faith. I've got to bet on this company and bet on me and bet on this product and go start talking to people. And that I've never looked back. Now, I wish I could tell you that in the first year, oh, after 1 year, I was financially free. That's not how it works. That's not how anything, if it's built to last, it doesn't come easy. If it comes easy, it's not built to last, right? But it was brick by brick to build the empire, just like Rome. And now, I'm making more money in a month than I made in a year when I left in 2005. That's not it, though. I've got 6 kids now, so we got a little bit crazy on the freedom part, right? But those 6 kids, the first kid was I felt like a failure. The second kid was the nervous breakdown kid. The other 4 kids was all like, hey, we can afford them. We're going to give them the best life that we can give them. But we're also going to be there for them. I coach my kids. I'm there for my girls' dance recitals. I have time freedom because that's what financial independence can lead to, right? Is you own your own time. That's the best gift you can get from this company. So 4 ways to get involved. Customer. Everybody should take this product. Helps your immune system to recognize, respond to, and remember threats, which we know they're a dime a dozen out there, and they're growing and mutating and becoming badder and badder, right? There's always going to be another number behind the next superbug, the next virus. So your immune system needs to be more vigilant than ever. Can start as a customer. You can become a brand ambassador. Brand ambassador basically just says, hey, I'm not going to network, but I'm going to share it. If you know influencers, influential people that will do some digital marketing, do some sharing, they can become a brand ambassador and just share it, and they can get a good percentage. They can get 25% for sharing it. You can just consume and share. So maybe I'm just going to try the product. I'm going to get a discount for myself, get free product, get on a loyalty program, take the product, get it at the best price for myself. And then others, I'm going to sell it to, and I can get a 25%. I can get maybe buy it wholesale, mark it up for retail, get some commission that way. But what I would my admonition to you tonight is talk to the person who invited you, because the person has your best interest in mind. You can build a business with this company. And here's the one thing I tell people all the time. You don't have to do like I did. I cashed out my 401k. I said, sweetie, we got 6 months to live. We better swim, because if we don't, we're going to sink. And in those 6 months, I just started talking to everybody I could. And a month, 2 months, 3 months into it, I didn't know if I was going to make it. But I just kept on chasing my dream. And you know what? You sign up 3 people. This company is not one of those companies that's front heavy or back heavy. You've got builder bonuses. Do you know right off the bat, if you sign up 3 people called me and my 3, this builder bonus, that you can sign them up, you can get $50, $200, $800 by teaching people to do the same. That's just extra bonus, Omar. That's not the commission. The actual compensation, you go and you duplicate, you teach people to do the same, and you can make not only a living, you can make a fortune with this company. And that's overused sometimes. But the people that I've been associated with, they're out there building global empires, networks that are all throughout the world, and they're doing it just like you or I. They're sharing this product, and they're inviting them to learn more. We've got endless resources and assets for information and education. And this compensation plan, I'll end it with this, Omar. I live in Utah. This is the Mecca of network marketing companies. I promise you, if you know a network marketing company tonight, you tell me it, there's probably a 1 in 2 chance it's headquartered within 20 minutes of me. And the difference is when I see a nice car and they have like their vanity plates, or they have a license plate cover and it says one of these other companies, I always say, hey, I see your vanity plates, or I see your license plate cover. What do you do for that company? And guess what they 90% of the time tell me, Omar? Oh, I'm an executive. I'm the vice president of marketing. I'm the chief officer of product development. And they'll see my car. They'll talk to me. Well, what do you do? Oh, I'm an associate for them. I'm a rep. Oh, really? it's almost like they're surprised because this compensation plan is geared towards the people that tell the transfer factor story. You hear Marissa, how can you not be inspired by that, right? We've got the products that have the results. Her results, I have to remind myself of this, Omar, never to take it for granted. Because I've heard so many testimonials in my 25 years with this company, so many life-changing, health-altering stories. I have to remind myself that each and every one of them is a blessing. It's a miracle. It's the proof of this product, and never take it for granted, because that's what we have here. So really, that's the thing I encourage people is find out. We have an option for everybody. And if you want to start, part-time, build yourself to full-time, have it be a side hustle, have it turn into something bigger than you could ever imagine. You can do it in your spare time. You can do it in the weekends. You just can't do it sometime. Because sometimes, like someday, right? That might never come. But we'll go at the level that you want to go. That's a great thing about this. If we do these meetings because you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself.
Not by yourself.
We have a whole team of people ready to help, ready to lift.
And I'm glad you made that distinction about, because people have different level of desires and also different needs. So there might be somebody looking for just an extra, an extra $50, $100, maybe some breathing room in their wallet. Somebody looking for 500, for 1,000, or somebody looking to change careers. There's a plan designed exclusively for each and one of them. There's a game plan for everybody. And that's really important to mention, because it's not like these other companies where they're like, rah-rah and hoo-hoo. And if you're not building, what are you doing? No, we respect the level of desire everybody has, and we go on your pace. Doesn't make you less, it just makes you part of us. And we love everybody who comes out. And I have people in my team that they're okay with making $20 extra if they're buying, or even being a customer, as long as they're part of a community where they feel loved, they feel appreciated, heard, and they know that the culture in here is everybody is valuable, everybody is worth, everybody is appreciated. They feel loved, and that's most
Omar,
important.
when I started, you hit the nail on the head. When I started, I didn't say I wanted to have a business in 30 different countries. I didn't say that I had some certain amount that my 1099 needed to be. I literally just said I need to make more than 4% every year. I want to have a better opportunity than what corporate America deems me to be valuable at every year, because that felt like inflation. That felt like I was always just barely going to keep up with cost of living. Hindsight now, that wasn't even keeping up, right? That was pushing me further and further down, drowning in what inflation and debt and responsibilities look like. But the great thing about this company, it's a little bit contagious. You get started, you start to have success, and it's like going up a hill. You go to the next ledge, you look out and you're like, man, that's beautiful. I wonder what that ledge up above looks like, right? So you climb to the next one, you see that perspective, like, wow, this looks pretty good from up here. I want to go to the next one. And it's at your pace, but it's a community. It's about building people together. It's about everyone in this company. The thing I love about it, it's taken on the culture of the founders and of the leaders that started it, because we're in it. This is abundance thinking. This isn't scarcity. There's not, if you have a certain amount of success in New Jersey, Omar, that doesn't take away from my success. That actually encourages my success. We want each other to be successful, but it's also a no pressure culture where we don't have people calling us up every day. Hey, did you do this? Did you do this? We'll go at your pace.
That's right. That's right.
We'll run.
Right. Thank you so much, Kev, for your time. I know you're here with the family, and you've taken out of that time, which we don't take light, because we respect that time of your family as much as we want to respect everybody on here tonight. Man, we love you. We love you having you on. I just hope I can be able to present you more, because I just get fired up every time I hear your story, every time I hear you bringing it, every time you drop some fire. There's a lot of nuggets in here. If you were taking notes, anybody on here tonight, a lot of nuggets. Passion. Thank you for dedicating yourself to helping people do life differently and to showing people that there was more to living. All right, guys.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you, everybody.
All right, so if you're here for the first time and you're ready, you're kind of against the fence, get with the person who invited you and get started to take action with your game plan to make 2023 the best year of your life. And for that, we have a very special training next week where I will have the honor and privilege, I'm going to try my best to share with you how you should be branding your product, how you should be marketing your product and branding it the right way. Next Wednesday, another opportunity meeting on Wednesday night. You want to bring all your guests and invites because it's going to be a fire night. Special guest, 8-figure earner all the way from San Diego, California, Mr. Dave Daughtry. You don't want to miss out on that. We got Jamie Romero hosting and a testimony from none the less than a nurse practitioner who actually retired, Caroline Rodriguez, all the way from Atlanta. You do not want to miss out. Please invite your guests, your pets, your neighbors, everybody out there that you know, your coworkers, because you're going to have a night of transformation. Once again, it's the Jersey boy all the way from the Garden State, sending you a lot of hugs, a lot of love. Although it's cold, I'm going to send you my heat from over here. Big hugs. God bless you all. And as I always say, I'll see you all over the top. Let's open the mic. Let's go.
Good night, team.
Good night, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Kev.